Why hello everybody, and welcome to some more of the Return to Bloody Nights. This time around we're going back to do the All-20, but we are going to be completing it with no cameras and no lights. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. First things first, let's go ahead and talk about what we lose when we strip away the cameras and the lights. Obviously, we lose the cameras and the lights, well, that's pretty obvious. But let's get a little bit more specific. Let's talk about the cameras first, which is without a doubt the least punishing part about this challenge, so you don't end up using the cameras that much anyway. The main thing that I used the cameras for when I did the All-20 was just to know when Spring Bonnie 2.0 was going to attack. Now, why this is definitely really helpful in knowing when he's going to attack and dealing with him, it isn't necessary because Spring Bonnie 2.0 makes a pretty distinctive sound when he runs down the hallway. However, this sound only plays for like 2 seconds before Spring Bonnie 2.0 actually makes it to your door, which means that if you're doing this strategy, you pretty much have to already be at the right door ready to close it when he attacks, or he's just gonna get there before you close it and you're gonna die. Which is why most of the time you will see me on the right door with my cursor already on the door button, just in case he decides to attack, because you have to close the door really fast, like stupidly fast, in order to actually catch him. Now, when you can't use the cameras, you actually lose a lot of information that isn't actually related to the cameras. The first thing you lose is the ability to see the time, which is only available when in the cameras. Now, this doesn't really matter too much because a night in the Return to Bloody Nights is 8.5 minutes long, and I can just look at my recording to see how long I've lasted. The more important piece of information that you lose when losing your cameras is the door overheat bar, meaning that I have no idea how overheated my doors are at any given time. Thankfully, I do still get the warning in the bottom left-hand corner when my doors are really overheated, but besides that, I'm left completely in the blue and I have no idea how overheated my doors are. Now let's talk about the actual difficult part of this challenge. Losing the lights. Now when you lose the lights, a lot of bad things happen. First off, you have zero way to deal with the puppet. Yep, you just straight up have no way to stop her from jump scaring you. While there are various other things the puppet happens to be weak against, we unfortunately do not have access to any of them in this night. Thankfully, the puppet doesn't actually kill you when she jump scares you. She just holds you in place for like 5 or 6 seconds. Oh, and she also laughs at you. Now, this laugh might seem harmless, but it is so loud in comparison to literally every other noise that you need to hear that you are practically deaf when the puppet is jump scaring you. Now, being held in place and deafened for 5 seconds might not seem like much, but boy, let me tell you, it is annoying as hell. The main reason that this is so detrimental is because there is just no way to predict when the puppet is going to attack. Like, literally at all. Sometimes the puppet will jump scare you in the first 20 seconds of the night, and sometimes she'll wait 3.5 millenniums before doing anything. It is just so incredibly random, and there's just zero way to predict it. Because of this, sometimes you will see me closing doors even though I'm not actually being attacked, and I do this just because if the puppet attacks me at the same exact time that another character attacks me and I don't have the door closed, it's almost always just immediate death. There is also a mechanic that the puppet is supposed to have where she boosts the AI of all the other animatronics every single time that she jump scares you, but I don't think their AI can actually even go above 20, so this doesn't actually have any sort of effect. Also, not dealing with the puppet at all causes the game to break from time to time. Wow, it's almost like the game was designed around you actually using the mechanics of the game or something. I don't know, man. It's just kind of strange, don't you think? Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about some of these glitches. Sometimes the puppet will just straight up not jump scare you when she attacks. Like, the game will move you to the center of the office, she'll go on cooldown like she did attack, but then she just won't jump scare you for some reason. And when this happens, it also causes the audio to break for the next like 10 seconds. Like, the characters will still make noise when they attack and stuff, but the noise is not synced up properly, it plays for longer than it's supposed to. It's just weird, I don't know how to explain it. A more noteworthy side effect of this bug is that it made Spring Bonnie just straight up disappear one time. Like, he literally left the building. I don't know why he did it. I don't know what happened. It was the only time this ever happened, and it's pretty goddamn funny, though, you gotta admit. Also, I still managed to somehow die on that attempt, even though I had literally an entire character I didn't have to deal with. But let's just not talk about that. We don't need to address that. Let's just move on. Now, I imagine that most of these bugs will be fixed when the new update for the game comes out, which I wanted to wait for before making this video. But I also wanted to get this video out before the release of the Security Breach Ruin DLC. So yeah. If the L20 is significantly different in the new update, then I might come back and do this challenge again, but I guess we'll have to see when it comes out. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about what happens when you lose the door lights, which is without a doubt the most difficult part of this challenge. Now, there is a mountain of information that you lose without these lights, but let's go ahead and start off with Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Now, you might think that these guys would be relatively easy to deal with since they have a very distinct and loud attacking sound, and for the most part, you would be right. However, and there is always a however, these guys will sometimes just not make noise when they attack. You heard that right. In the challenge where I have to rely solely on my hearing to succeed, these two guys just straight up don't make sound sometimes. I don't know why it happens. I'm assuming it's just some glitch with the way the game processes sounds, but boy, oh boy, is it annoying as hell. Not only does this cause me to die to a character that I could not even hear, but it also causes me to just close doors out of paranoia sometimes. Like, if I haven't been attacked by Fredbear in a long time and I don't hear anything, I might just close the left door out of fear of him being there and not making noise. Then, like, 5 seconds later, he actually attacks and makes noise, and then I had the door closed for 5 extra seconds, which is just a domino effect of bad things that happened because of this stupid bug. Now, having a door closed for 5 extra seconds might not seem like that big of a deal, but let me tell you that every second matters in this night. I have died countless times due to just having the door closed for 1 extra second too long and my door's overheating and I die. So, boy, let me tell you that 5 seconds is a big setback in this night. Now, I like to take a quick break to talk about Waffle Brogy. You know, the guy that leaves you those helpful little tapes in the main game to help you get through the nights, tell you how the game works. Except this time around, he's actually the 6th enemy of this challenge. No, I'm being serious. This guy is an actual effing menace on this night. Here, let me explain. During the custom night in this game, every once in a while, Waffle will decide to do a little trolling, and by a little trolling, I mean hopping on the intercom and blasting absolute tomfoolery into your ear at incredibly high volume. Now, I'm sure this tomfoolery is important to the game lore-wise, but oh my god, is it annoying as hell. It might seem like I'm overreacting a little bit here, but when this guy is talking, it is literally impossible to hear anything that actually matters. Unless you've played this game, you have no idea just how quiet the sounds that actually matter are, and just how loud every other sound is in comparison. Like, when Waffle speaks, it's almost the equivalent of getting jump scared by the puppet, because if I can't hear, then I might as well not be able to do anything. But with all that out of the way, I think it's time to finally talk about the final character on the list. The biggest pain and bane of my existence during this challenge, Fredbear 2.0. Where do I even start with this guy? Okay, let's start with his phases. Fredbear 2.0 has 4 phases with a different position and an ever so slightly louder noise for each one. Of course, we can't actually use the lights, so we have to rely entirely on sound to know when he's about to attack. But the sound difference between phase 3 and phase 4 is so ridiculously small that it's almost impossible to distinguish sometimes. And now imagine trying to distinguish those two sounds while also having a bunch of other distracting sounds playing, such as the puppet laughing in your ear or Waffle Brogy screaming in your ear. Now, this already sounds pretty painful on its own, but would you believe me if I told you that this is the least annoying part about this guy? The real kicker of it all is that you almost never actually know when he's going to attack. Even when he's in phase 4, he likes to just sit there for literal centuries before doing anything. Now, this might not seem like that big of a deal, but with how hard it can be to keep track of when he actually enters phase 4, more often than not, you're going to end up closing the door way too early and having it closed for way too long. If your doors ever overheat in this night, it is most likely almost solely because of this guy. It's honestly hard to explain just how many of my deaths were caused by this absolute piece of robotic garbage. Anyway, I think it's about time that I show you the final attempt. As always with these videos, I will be leaving the final attempt in its entirety completely unedited. So, here it is. Enjoy. Alright. Gonna sit and chill to the maximum right here. Where? He is late. He's really late. Is he late? No, he's not late. He's on time. Puppet. Space 4. Okay. I hate this game. Please attack, my dude. Thanks. What the hell was that? Oh my god. No. Ooh. Okay. You just entered phase 4. I don't know when the puppet's gonna attack though. Puppet is trolling me right now. No, no! Freddy's gonna kill me. Is that phase 4? I closed that so early, man. Fredbear's gonna kill me. I think he just entered phase 4. He'll open this. No! The sound's bugged.
Let's find a suit that's right for you.
Sounds bugged. I don't know what's going on. He attacked. The sound's bugs. No! Yeah, I'm dead. Wait, did he get deactivated? No, he didn't. Fredbear. He's gonna kill me. Is that fourth phase? I'm closing it. I'm scared. Mom can pick me up. I'm scared, dude. It was fourth phase. Oh my god.
There's something lurking in the shadows. Can you feel its eyes
What?
on you?
Where? No, I thought I heard it. The goddamn tape, dude. Why? Damn you, Waffle Brogy. You suck. It's actually the best possible time this could have happened. Phase 3. No, that's phase 4. What? Wait. Oh my god, Fredbear went silent. I don't know when the puppet's gonna attack, dude. He just entered phase 4. Close it now before puppet attacks. I think I've been going for like 5-6 minutes. Yeah, that was really good of me. Both of them are attacking, dude. It sucks. Oh my god. Taking a risk. No. I'm so lucky. And Fredbear. Please attack. Please attack. Attack. No. I'm not gonna make it. I've only been lasting for like... Oh my god! Oh my god. I think by opening the door, I actually won. By opening the door for like 1 second, I won.
I found this. I made it.
Okay, I got the... This
All
is
of
the...
this was done in order to find something that
Wait, is this a different cutscene?
to understand. The
It's just been too long.
something called the spark of life. The most
No, this is the same cutscene. I can't skip this, but... Oh my god.
They serve their lives for a greater
Oh my god, that was the bit. That's the first attempt of today. I literally just got on, and that was my first attempt of today. Oh my god. And that was such a clutch ending, dude. And the game didn't glitch majorly. Like, that was the thing I was worried about, was doing, like, my final attempt where I win. The game would have, like, a major glitch where the character just stops attacking or something. Because that can't happen. But oh mate, I might come back and do this challenge again when the new update comes out, because apparently they're changing a lot of stuff about the All-20 mode. They said it's gonna be very different, so I might come back and do this again. And I imagine that by then also a lot of the bugs I was experiencing will be fixed. Maybe even all of them, but oh my god, that was such a fun challenge, dude, honestly. Because the way this game is made, it's like so possible to do that. Like, that wasn't that hard. Like, that didn't take me that much longer than it took me to do the original All-20. You know? Like, this game's sound design is just so good that that can be possible and not even, like, be crazy RNG. I mean, it is RNG a little bit. Like, I got lucky as hell there at the end, but it's very, very, it's still very, very possible, you know? It's not like you gotta, like, have, like, 1 in 5 million RNG in order to beat this or something. No, it's just, you gotta have good ears. Oh my god, that was so much fun, dude. Honestly, like, legit, this was so much fun to do. I love, something I love about the characters in this game is that it's not like the characters in this game, they don't have, like, empty tents. Like, that sounds so weird to say, but, like, my favorite types of FNAF fan games are games where it's very, very tense, and it's actually tense. You know, like, there are a lot of FNAF games that have, like, noises or ambience that make it seem tense, but it's not actually tense. Like, it's like an empty tense, you know what I mean? But this game has the noises and stuff like that to make it tense, and the gameplay to back it up, you know? Like, that might sound really weird, but I hope that some people will at least understand what I mean, because there are a lot of FNAF fan games where it just, like, even if it's a super hard All-20, it doesn't feel tense, you know? But this game, it feels like I could die at any moment, you know? And one thing I didn't like about this game is that when I die, it's usually my own fault. Not the game's fault, of course, that's not always the case, especially with this kind of challenge, but I think I said most of this stuff at the end of the All-20, but I really effing like this game, dude. Like, I really like this game. It's no shock that this game is definitely going in at least top 5 fan games of all time for me. At least, if not, like, top 3, even. This is up there with Joy of Creation, Glitched Attraction, other really good FNAF games. I don't know, I'll cover that in another video, but oh man, what fun that was, honestly. I'm gonna get to editing this now. I could take a bit because I have this video is gonna be crazy, but boy oh boy, yeah. I guess I will be catching you guys in the outro, because I'm probably not going to do it. I'm probably going to do a voiceover me to do the outro. Cheers, mate. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. I stepped a little bit out of my comfort zone with this video, and I would really like to know what you thought of it. I also apologize for how long this video took to make, but I actually had a lot of fun making this video. This is honestly some of the most fun I've ever had making a video in probably months, if not longer than that. I would love to make more videos like this if you guys would like to see it, but I guess I will catch you guys in the next one.